won the toss and decided to bowl first. So batting Quetta Gladiators, Ramiz and Shane Watson, who's hit 11 sixes in the tournament so far. I'm in there at number 3. Mahmudullah, the Bangladesh all-rounder at 4. Riley Rousseau, the hard-hitting South African batsman. Sarfraz has been very good with his captaincy and with the bat as well. Mohammad Nawaz has been good with bat and ball. Anwar Ali opening the bowling. Brilliant fielding from the big quick as well. John Hastings, the big Australian. Hassan Khan's done a good job, and Rayat Ali has got plenty of wickets with his pacey left arm fast mediums. And bowling first will be Multan, and once they get out there though, Kumar Sangakkara has been in fantastic form. He's got over 100 runs. Shehzad will be opening up with him. Maqsood needs some runs actually, they're at number 3. Bravo, class. He can bat there at 4 or down the order. Shoaib Malik, all his experience has been on display. Bader. Pollard hasn't had a lot to do so far. The left arm quicks have been great. Tanveer, Irfan, Junaid Khan's got a hat-trick. Imran Tahir, he's probably as good a bowler in the PSL at the moment. He's getting wickets for fun. And it's a big game too, isn't it? Multan get a win, and they'll be stay probably in that second position, but gets them right up there. And Quetta Gladiators, they'll be pumped up to keep their momentum going. So we had a washout this time yesterday. It's hard to believe, isn't it, when you see the blue skies, the dry pitch. You would think it should be the highest scoring game that we've had at Sharjah. Pitch looks good. Don't think there'll be a lot for the quicker bowlers, although Mohammad Irfan, over 7 feet tall, he gets bounces, or good bounce on any pitch around the world. And Shane Watson has been in good form with bat and ball. We'll get the drone drop. How high are they going to go today? Let's get up there. Higher, higher. And we're ready to go. Nice catch. The catching's been superb actually in this tournament. 90% of opportunities taken, and it's just like glass out there. Danny Morrison looked down at the pitch and he ran around away scared, the reflection of himself. But a nervous time in the power play. Umar Amin, 28 years of age. Just see that strike rate around 94. He'll probably be looking to lift that today. And Shane Watson, we know he's a power hitter. He's hit many a sixes. Good strike rate of 129, best of 79. And Irfan, part of the left-handed pace trio. Ball in hand. It's a good control. He's taken wickets as well. 5 wickets at just an average of 12. Economy rate 5.16 from the big quick. But it's wickets in the power play that's the key. Michael Slater and Ramiz Raja just about to get into commentary form. The countdown. Almost ready to go. Let's get ready to bowl. Mohammad Irfan should be ready to go. Umpire's just in his way at the moment, waiting for the clock to tick over. Let's go. One slip in place. Fine leg and third man on the boundary. Oh, and that's going to be 4. First ball, no swing. Beautiful shot there from Umar. First ball for 4, Mick, always a good feeling.
Well, it is when you get a gift like that. It's such a nice way to get off the mark. You're not taking a risk, you're just helping it on its way. Leg stump, flick. What a start.
Yeah, I think today their pace attack will be challenged on this track. We saw change of tactics from Brendan McCullum when he introduced spin straight away with the new ball. Let's see how this works for Multan Sultans. Left arm pace.
That's better. So he's adjusted. Always will get bounced, but looking at that pitch, I don't think there'll be as much in it for the quicks.
It surprises me, because clearly there's sheen and gloss and hardly anything in it for the bowlers, but you look at the scores and you'll be aghast. What's the reason why this pitch hasn't really functioned properly for the batters? Maybe it doesn't have enough strength. Maybe because of the flaky surface, the cracks that you see on it, the ball grips, it turns just a little bit or do extra when the ball is new. But batting has been difficult.
Just hesitant with that good length delivery. There is 2 men out in that cover region. But a boundary first ball, you can just get a couple of singles, get you off to a good start in the first over. Yeah, just sense that we might be in for a run fest today. Ball just coming on nicely. Oh, so he's just not quite getting it right. He might be just going down the right side of the ball there, Irfan. So bonus runs now.
Yeah, and you can tell early on with Irfan whether he's got it together. He's such a big, gangly type that the rhythm has to be there early on. And there's 2 that he's lost down the leg side. You don't get many deliveries in this game, do you, to get it right? And when you've got the new ball, you've got to be on the button straight away. So this is a good opening over for Quetta. And it's skidding through as well, isn't it?
That's in the air for a little way. You can see when he's brought on the front foot, he's just a little bit cautious.
They were working hard last night, especially during the first game where they had to make decisions regarding the wet outfield and whether to have a shortened, abbreviated version of the T20 game or not, but they decided against it.
Good running. Excellent rotation of strike. I reckon mid-on was just sitting on his heels there, Imran Tahir.
Yeah, there's another example of the ball holding up on this pitch, because normally on a flat track you're able to drive through the line and create your own length, but you didn't really catch it in the middle of the bat. The bat twisting in his hand as well.
It hit him up on the sticker, didn't it? So that's the added bounce you get when you're so tall. I've seen it skid through. Here's Shane Watson. He's found good form. He's found good form. He likes to go down the ground. He's technically very good, but he's a powerhouse too once he gets going. He's a 6-hitter. So as at the moment we've seen a miss, runs, and he's just coming off runs.
Well, he's hit 11 sixes in his 127 runs, Shane Watson, so he hasn't mucked around. Respects that delivery, but gets off the mark off the last ball of the over. It's 11 for no loss.
11 runs in first over. Quetta Gladiators. अब आप शारजा स्टेडियम में हैं तो आपको अपनी अपनी टीम को चीयर करना है, चाहे क्वेटा को करो चाहे मुल्तान को करो, पर चीयर करना पड़ेगा.
Most career sixes in the Pakistan Super. Now, folks, Veer, ball in hand, and another wide. This is what hurts coaching staffs. Unnecessary extras, an extra ball.
And that builds pressure on the bowler himself, because he has to bowl an extra ball, you know, that you've got to.
It's good bowling. Just looks like that.
Bit more versatility, I think, with the front foot.
He was, when he was opening up for Australia, he used to call for it left, right and centre, because that front pad used to go just straight down the pitch. That's a hook shot. He's nailed that one. The white Kookaburra ball flying early on thanks to Shane Watson. Sir Vivian likes it.
Yeah, absolutely. He smoked it. He doesn't have the pace really to threaten Shane Watson with that delivery. So a half record deposited beautifully over square leg. What a shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot. You think of the ball before that skidded on and deceived him, but if you get a little bit shorter than that, it sits up. So there's two distinct lengths. One's a bit tricky and slides on. We've seen wickets with it, but get too short and he's going to be ploughed like that all day.
And just know your batsman as well. He does jump on anything short. He's a very good puller and hooker of the ball. Gee, that's rocketing off the bat. It looks good here for the batsman today. After 2 overs, it's 18 for no loss.
18 runs after 2 overs. Quetta Gladiators.
Should the Multan Sultans go for a go Lutlo strategic timeout? The beginning hasn't been great. 2 overs and 18. His technique is lateral movement, so you can be on the front foot and not be worried about the short ball.
Yeah, when I was coach at the Australian Cricket Academy for a couple of years, Shane Watson used to come in a lot and just face hours of ball machines. So in some ways, I think he made a technique that made him vulnerable for those LBWs.
You need with the front pad.
Inside edge. Yeah, pretty innovative, some would say, but he wanted to crack it over mid-wicket. Now, he's a tall bowler, so judging his length and bounce could be a little arduous. Not that straightforward a case. Trying to hit it away from off angle to the leg side.
Yeah, again, you're working your angle against all these left-armers, which is trickier to play the pull shot against because you've got to drag it further around. But again, I emphasise, that's the length. That's the tricky length early on because it's skiddy and it can surprise you.
He just looks like he's sweating on anything short here, Shane Watson. Well bowled.
His record in Asia is not bad at all in T20 cricket. We're talking about an average of 30 with almost 4,000 runs, 200s, 132 wickets. So he adjusts well. I think his technique, as I just mentioned, is tailor-made for low pitches where the ball doesn't deviate a lot, where you can hit through the line.
That's a fine career here. Platinum player. You can see that's why he's in that category. Strike rate of 129, couple of 50s. And that's the end of the third over. It's 25 for none.
Yeah, good start here from the Gladiators. They're 25 for no loss, and it's a healthy run rate of 8.33. Just got that feeling again. These initial 10 overs are crucial to the big score.
Steady start here from Quetta. Oh, that's a beautiful sound, didn't it? They've got a packed field, though. If you're bringing them forward and getting them to drive, they're going to have to execute it to perfection to get through those fieldsmen.
Just a little stat here of playing at this ground and winning the toss. 14th consecutive match in Sharjah in the PSL where teams have bowled after winning the toss. Yeah, and the game that was washed out yesterday was the opposite with the Kings, but that didn't get underway.
But they didn't lose.
Didn't lose.
Won the toss, batted and didn't lose.
Yeah, it's interesting though. I mean, that's the strategy. We know it, isn't it? There's most captains think chasing gives you that insight into how hard you have to go initially.
And you're trusting the pitch, aren't you, to be very similar all the way through, whereas sometimes in the subcontinent it may start to turn a bit more in day games, or if you started early it might be just a little bit damp and the ball might move around a little bit, but during the afternoon no problems batting and, well, winning the toss and bowling and chasing in the second innings of the match.
Problem with asking the opposition to bat first in a scenario like this is that they can run away with the show. Attacking shot percentage, Quetta Gladiators top the list, 63%.
It's the sloggers versus the blockers.
Blockers, Multan Sultans at the bottom of the pile.
It's the Michael Slaters versus the Mark Taylors. Comfortable with that, Slats?
Mind you, I don't think Multan are as boring as Taylor.
Actually, I'll take that back. Sorry about that to everyone involved at Multan Sultans. Although we did play a test match, Mick, where Tubby Taylor was in Peshawar, wasn't it, when he scored 334?
Yeah, it was the miracle of Peshawar. Running into that game, he was batting as bad as anyone could bat.
Yeah.
And he scores 300 and equals Sir Donald Bradman. And then
I
declared,
thought he should have batted 10 behind me.
and then declared, could have batted on. And he said, well, I don't want to surpass Sir
Yeah,
Donald.
good man.
This could be out. Third man takes it. I'll say reasonably comfortable in the end, Mohamed Irfan. So the big left arm quicks combined, and it's 1 wicket down for Quetta.
Yeah, not needed really, because Shane Watson was batting so well. They needed a partnership, and partnership was flourishing until this happened. Thick outside edge, and look at those levers. Easily taken. The catching standards have been brilliant. 27 for 1, Umar Amin gone for 8.
Ramesh Raja comes out. His Pakistan Super League debut.
Hey, hon, Ramesh Raja. Ramesh Raja commentating on Ramesh Raja.
He actually did. He did the toss as well.
That's Ramesh Raja square.
What can you tell us about him, Ramesh?
That he plays like me. He's got a good name, good credentials.
And you reckon he'll get 100 on debut?
Oh, look at him go.
Was that your trademark shot, opening up the face?
As an onside player only, 28 for 1.
after 4 overs. Quetta Gladiators.
Good start here from Quetta. They're going at 7 and over with wickets in hand. They'll be able to accelerate in the second half of this innings. Good atmosphere building at Sharjah. We've had a couple of tremendous games the last 2 nights. Both games won in the end by 2 West Indians. Darren Sammy 2 nights ago, and Andre Russell in the first super over in the PSL, finishing with a 6 off the last ball to get Islamabad United home. through the gate. The doorway to departure, bowled into first ball. Junaid Khan, well bowled.
Oh, Rummies, what sort of shot was that?
Very bad. He last played for Pakistan in 2011, and there's a reason why probably that he hasn't played again. This really was rash and unnecessary. He just walked in, second ball that he received, he wanted to hit him out of the park, not to be, gone early. For 1, and it's 28 for 2.
The captain walks out to the middle at number 4, Sarfraz Ahmed. Good strike rate of 122, best of 56 not out. He's got time. Almost 16 overs left in this innings. Once again, the ball just skidding, just keeping a fraction low there.
Yeah, it's skidding, but look where he's going. I mean, that is your bat, 45, even more horizontal than that. He's been in there, what, 2 balls? And he's trying to slog it to the onside. And he's watched all the games here so far, and that's not the angle of blade that you need.
And that's a big worry for some of these young batsmen who don't really hit the ball straight enough. It's always that big heave away towards square leg or mid-wicket.
Well bowled. Junaid, though, the bowler, what a bonus. Wicket first ball, get new batsmen in, 2 wickets down the power play. They were going quite well. I thought with 9 wickets in hand, 7 and over, you were looking at that 160, 170 mark, which they still may get to. They wouldn't want to lose another wicket in the next couple of overs, though. Good line. I really like that line.
Standing a little wide. Sangakkara behind the stump, so you cannot afford to bowl the in-swinger or look to bowl on the pads, because that'll be a toughie for Sangakkara to collect.
I wonder if he's doing that, if it actually does happen what you say, that he actually gets it, he's not blinded by the batsman, and he actually can go to his left with an inside edge or an in-swinger. No, that's excellent bowling here. Plenty of dot balls and a wicket, pressure building.
Oh, it gives you an indication of the dryness again. It's crusty on top. There was a little bit of moisture on it yesterday, but it's skidding through, when the occasional one will hold up. There we go, the old extension of the long arms, and then light them up, Zing.
Geez, that's good whippage from about middle and off stump. Good over from Junaid Khan after 5 overs. It's 29 for 2.
Five overs gone here in the sun in Sharjah. Quetta Gladiators. Look at the sun shining, Danny. on the old plate there, Danny?
Oh, I need a bit of vitamin D, Alan.
Yeah. Okay, 5 overs gone. 29 for 2.
Oh, no.
Right, change of bowling. We got Imran Tahir on here now. And we saw the pitch turning yesterday. Rockstars, Slater, Morrison.
And a couple of old boys.
Hey! Gee, Baz, don't accept that from the man.
How about the sponsored sunglasses you guys are wearing?
You missed out, I'm sorry.
They're sponsored by my bank, Buzzard.
Even for Danny.
Alan's very generous like that. The bowling, you think it's generous? It's going all right. Wilco, 31 for 2. Gladiators. Power play nearly done.
Yeah, the problem here for Sarfraz will be that he's very busy. He wants to rotate strike and run those twos and get it rolling, whereas Shane Watson is a power hitter. Shane Watson wants to stand and deliver and hit those sixes, so that'll have to work, and maybe Sarfraz find another way.
Well, good looking shot. Over extra it goes. Well, I'm not sure whether Imran Tahir will enjoy that. No bowler likes getting for 4, but he'll know that the bat has taken some chances. Good looking shot.
Very good against spin, and he hits spin 360 degrees, and that one over cover, opening himself up.
Oh dear. That's given the keeper no chance at all.
A flipper down the leg side, and young Sangha had no chance.
End of the over. 42 for 2. The power play is done.
Well, it is rather pleasant. It did the weather report prior to the start of match 13, and it's at 26 degrees Celsius, and the breeze 26 kph. So there's a nice breeze in, which helps us all here, players and us three alike, sideline.
How'd you like yourself, Danny? Medium well? Medium rare?
It's getting to that stage, isn't it?
Shot just helps it on its way to mid-wicket for 4.
Stands and delivers. Shane Watson way. Got the length, just short of a length, and he's already in that powerful position to hit it through mid-wicket. Very, very stable base where he sets up. That's why he's so good at hitting sixes and hitting the boundaries. Boundary hitter.
You get a good idea, don't you, down here when you hear of the length the bowler's bowling, and at the moment Junaid is just short of a length and the wrong length. He's either got to want to bowl him short or get the ball further up. See, length again, man underneath it, out.
He's unlucky though. I hear what you're saying, Alan Wilkins. And in a way, the skinny nature of Sharjah's pitch was the undoing of Watson there, because he backed himself and he thought, I'll pump this over the fence to the small side for 6. He doesn't.
Correct. It was there to hit, and he loaded up, but just didn't get enough. Shoaib Maqsood on the fence. Yeah, look at the disappointment. He knows that he missed out. He missed out on a maximum. He was looking good and looking set, but gone for 19, 46 for 3.
New man in for the Gladiators is Riley Rousseau, the hard-hitting South African. A little bit of extra responsibility on his shoulders with the absence of Kevin Peterson today, of course. And I do recall a match last year, Baz, when Riley Rousseau got in with a very good partnership here with Kevin Peterson at this ground. Kevin KP went mad and Rousseau played his own part.
Yeah, he had a decent PSL too, didn't he? And he does take a little bit of time, but he can strike it in strange areas, odd strikes.
Slip in, full length, better length. You could see the length there, Danny.
Yeah.
So the new man was fuller by a yard.
Yeah, I just think with Shane Watson, when he likes to go in this region, it's such a go-to area for him to hit maximums, and the skiddy nature early on, and sometimes against different bowlers, it doesn't quite bounce as much as you thought it was going to, and he missed out this time, having got a good start.
Seems to me that he's just concentrating on bowling a line here just to keep the runs down, not looking to bowling. Wicket taken. Well, Umar Amin, first ball of the innings, went for 4. Watson then smashes it for 6 square, and then a 4 edge, bottom edge for 4. The pace of the ball. Umar was out, whereas Ramiz Raja Jr. has a hoik and loses his poles. So plenty of incidents in the first 6 overs of the power play. Looks for the Yorker, doesn't quite find his length. How difficult is it for bowlers to find their Yorker length?
And I'm impressed with Junaid Khan, because as Baz and I were on a couple of nights ago, he has had his fair share of injuries. You're trying to establish yourself back in the Pakistan side. This is the place to do it, of course, and yet you've got to be so precise with your full Yorker or your slower balls, because you've got to have 3 or 4 different varieties of slower balls, and then you want to get back to length to try and swing it. Well, if someone's after you, they can put you off those lengths.
Nicely played, just for 1. That brings up the 50. 7 overs gone, 50 for 3.
Al?
Multan Sultans.
7 gone. 50 for 3, the Gladiators. 50 for 3. Zainab, all yours.
Ashar Sean, the man, is here with me. Ashar, great start for Multan Sultans. Junaid Khan, you know, he's really come on his own in this league.
Unbelievable. Thank you very much for having me here. He's already taken two wickets today, and if you see his performance in the last game against Lahore as well, he's a big asset for us, and I hope he can get a couple more wickets here as well.
Generally, the Multan Sultans seem to be coming together well. If you look at them, the way they've performed, are you happy with the progress so far?
Yes, very satisfied, and the most important thing is that our big players have stepped up and really taken responsibility. If you see Sangakkara's performance, Pollard, our captain Shoaib Malik's in unbelievable form, so we're very, very happy.
In terms of the captaincy, what would you call his leadership style? Shoaib Malik, is he autocratic, or is he somebody who gets the boys in? How would you describe his captaincy?
I think, he's always calm. He knows how to act in every situation. And the most important thing is the experience he brings, you know, to some of our younger players. So we couldn't have asked for a better choice in Shoaib Malik.
What about a team man like Imran Tahir? His celebrations have been epic.
I hope he doesn't run off the field right now after taking his next wicket. But definitely, he's, I believe, the #1 one-day international bowler in the world. And he's the leading wicket taker in the tournament as well. So I hope that he continues his performance like the way he's been playing.
Talking about yourself, what kind of challenges have you faced being an owner?
Well, obviously, there's been a lot of hard work, but, you know, just seeing our team participating here and competing and winning matches makes it all worth it. So we're very happy, and, you know, let's hope the team can get another victory today.
All right, thank you so much, and all the best, Ashar.
Take care.
.56 for 3. It's a good start here by the Gladiators. So one more wicket would make the opposition feel that they are really very much in this. But 56 for 3, how do you think it stands, Baz?
I think Sarfraz has a role to play. He plays spin well, so he'll have to bat through.
End of the over. We've had 8, 57 for 3.
Quetta Gladiators. Multan Sultans.
So 8 overs gone. Quetta Gladiators 57 for 3. So no Kevin Peterson in this Quetta batting lineup. HBL box right behind us. Danny, got some friends there?
Yeah, and we've just had Holi, haven't we? It's Holi, the whole religious time of it, and I reckon she's got the paint in that. Get in trouble from her mum. Don't go home with that, darling. You better have a shower and get some good shampoo into it.
Right, here we go. Mohammad Irfan is back. Bazid, tell me, what's the talk in Pakistan cricket about Mohammad Irfan? Tell me how he's regarded by cricketers in Pakistan.
He's regarded as one of the most awkward bowlers to face. The problem that they feel is that he'd be brilliant if he could bowl 15 overs a day, but with that structure, it's very, very difficult. He doesn't keep himself fit. Very difficult for him to keep fit.
Very difficult indeed.
But in sort of T20 cricket, 4 overs, very awkward, very difficult to actually get after him. So he's excellent in shorter form, and now he's just working his way back. He's had a layoff, so maybe when he hits top speed, he'll become even more difficult.
Yeah, when you think of some of the great tall fast bowlers, Joel Garner, Curtly Ambrose, so difficult to get away.
Danny Morrison.
No, Danny Morrison's very much vertically challenged, you know that.
I'm perfect with the Oppo. Selfie moment. Hey?
Yeah, you're right, Danny. Go on. Keep it there, Danny.
And all those fans in Pakistan are wondering why I'm not dancing. Well, I've gone on the knee and I'm not allowed to. As simple as that.
Maybe nobody wants to see you dance.
Well, there's a couple that have tweeted, about 3.5.
Is that on medical advice, is it?
Yes.
But Alan, just standing here, you can sort of get to know what the pace is like, what the bounce is like. Also, there's a Pepsi Catch a Crore, and also I'll come back to Danny on this. Danny, talk us through when Saeed Anwar flicked you, and it almost
Well, yeah, hit the billboard.
hit the billboard outside there.
Yeah, that's the one next to the giant replay screen.
110 meters.
Oh, and some. It was going up. It was Haley's Comet leaving. Yeah, teammates were standing there. I'll never forget it too. It's Chris Cairns at mid-on, and yeah, Saeed Anwar, just a nice little hit that red advertising billboard, and Cairns said, "Oh, Danny, guess what? You've just been billboarded, son. You'll be up there." And then I look over there, and no, they've got Wasim Akram up there instead. He's on the other billboard. Nearly got smashed up there too. We'll go.
Fuller length this time. Could be a couple here. It's a great piece of chasing that was by Karen Pollard. But the ball wins the race. It is 63 for 3, 9 gone.
Now, get into those sort of areas on around about middle and off even. Players here on this true surface, particularly while it's new and shiny, can disappear. Lovely piece of timing. Yeah, delightful conditions. I mean, look, we feel a bit warm down here, but the players out there, they're fit, they're young, breeze is up, sun is out, it's a love. The love of the game, Bazard Khan.
Shoaib Malik, and lofted over extra by Riley Rousseau. What a good looking shot that is, and he gets maximum.
Oh, just an example of how he maneuvers the field. Talked about strange areas, he picks out his areas. This one, he gives himself a tad of room to the leg side and hits it over extra. So it's actually hitting over the man in the infield, so it's always going to be a boundary. This time it went for the maximum, but the placement was superb.
Viv Richards would have been very happy with that shot. That was very much part of the great man's armory. Oh, he's missed it, has he? As Sangakkara had a second bite of the cherry, he missed it first time.
He sure did, and I just wonder if he's got lucky with the juggle and then the flick on. He actually even, I think, we'll just check this replay, that he flicks it onto the stumps. Almost gets back. That's fine. No worries with that. They get down the more business end. Geez, he's come out to collect the milk bottles. And look, Sangers is dropless. Gets it, gathers. Yeah.
That's gone, and Malik with a little bit of a change of pace does the trick. Big wicket here. Quetta lose their fourth. Out for 9. It's 69 for 4.
New man in is Mahmudullah from Bangladesh. 69 for 4. Quetta Gladiators could really have done without that. Slightly surprised there, Buzzard, that Riley Rousseau went down the pitch. He just hit a 6. Just maybe got a rush of blood. Hello, what's that? Where's that going? How about that? We'll take 6 for that.
Talk about getting your eye in the best way possible. Rousseau just giving himself a little bit of space and over extra. This one, Shoaib Malik just bowled it a little flatter. And it came back with the arm. Good bowling by Malik, saw him coming. And Sangakkara did the rest, but Mahmudullah, first delivery out of the park.
Oh. Woo. Stunning. What a man to come in at 6. I mean, normally he bats 4 in this form of the game, Mahmudullah. But crisis situation, you come in at a messy situation, no matter which way you look at it. 69 for 4, and he comes in at a crucial time.
So 4 down, Quetta Gladiators put into bat. Last ball of the 10th over coming here. This is the end of Malik's second. And they'll take a single, so 10 gone. Quetta 76 for 4.
After 10 overs, Quetta Gladiators.
Right, 76 for the loss of 4. Junaid has picked up 2 wickets, and on a dead pitch has been able to manage a couple of wickets, which is good going. Irfan, Tanveer, so Multan Sultans backing themselves up and not changing the side, even here at Sharjah. Imran Tahir, we know, can be a handful. He fizzes the ball through, he's got a good wrong one. Sangakkara missed the ball first time and then had the presence of mind to dislodge the bails. Big wicket for Multan Sultans. Sarfraz now holds the key to a total of around 140, 150. We know that even a total of 120 did trouble Qalandars the other night. The wrong one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It won't. They're on track for about 160 here. But we're running into that back 10 overs, which has not been as profitable for batting sides. And they're 4 wickets down. So to go hard and get 160, they've got to keep playing the big shots. And we haven't really seen it happen so far in the PSL in this phase of the game. So it'll be very interesting. They need wickets intact.
Preempting, maybe, just firing it down the leg side or looking to target the pads. But this partnership has the potential to achieve that 150, 160 in the end that Quetta Gladiators may be aiming for. Both very skillful players.
And both of them are very good against spin, so it won't be a situation where they struggle in these middle overs.
Yeah, quicker ball that's gone on the bounce. Couple of bounces to the fielder in the deep.
How was it down there, Baz?
I was fine, but the 2 other old, grumpy old men were really hot and couldn't see the screen. They were struggling.
Were they complaining a lot?
You betcha.
Yeah.
It's
good.
just a sob story after one after the other.
Yeah. Well, Wilco's been a bit like that all tour, actually.
Yeah, I mean, he's reminding me more of Jeffrey Boycott. Every day, he's turning into a Boycott.
Oh, lucky it's over.
81 for 4.
81 for 4 after 11 overs. Quetta Gladiators. Quetta के fans कहाँ पे हैं? मुल्तान के fans. Uber is official transportation partner of PSL. Uber की ऐप डाउनलोड करें और मजे में जाएं। हो जाओ Uber।
Now.
Hang on, it's not your turn, Wilco.
Don't talk to me, that's rubbish. I'll tell you now, if I want to talk, I'm going to talk, because people want to hear what I've got to say.
Boys!
I
Boys!
tell you what, and you, I've had enough of your rubbish. You sit down there, Bazid Khan, and who's this Ramiz Raja?
Yes.
Who are you?
I'm Ramiz.
Right, carry on. And if you want any help, you just know where to look.
Thanks, Jeffrey. That was wonderful. He's gone. He's gone.
Literally, he's gone.
That's pretty good, by the way. Jeffrey Boycott in the house.
Yeah.
Well done, Wilco.
Actually, he could do a whole day commentating like Boyks.
Yeah, that wasn't
fun.
rubbish.
Actually, he does a really good Richie Benaud impersonation too, on and off air. So he could run with that.
All he needs is a beige suit.
I'll give Greggy a go. Well, here we are in Sharjah. Yes, and the core park's out the back.
Pace off the ball is the way to go on a pitch like this. Pull out. Oh, that's a direct hit, and there's always a bit of craziness when the ball hits the wickets directly now. Well, they're calling for a run out. Bravo with a strong throw back and probably hitting the stumps on the full. I think he's made his ground. I think he's okay. That toe of the bat hitting the ground just when it mattered. Just grazed the ground, so he's fine. Good length, sorry, full length dive from Mahmudullah.
But you like the intent to get back for that second rotation of strike. It seems as if he's made his ground. Final checks.
I think you can do that when you're playing with Sarfraz, because he's also a very good runner between the wickets, so he'll always want that extra run when he's at the crease. Now, did that hit the stumps before the ball, or sorry, the elbow hit the stumps before the ball was collected? I think in any case he was in, so whether Shoaib Malik broke the stumps with his hands before collecting the ball, it doesn't matter. I think he's in. Right, we have a decision. It's a not out. Here it comes. Not firing them in. Kieron Pollard is a league specialist, so it probably sum up this pitch as a very slow track. So pace off the ball is the way to go for a medium pacer. Next in Anwar Ali, Mohammad Nawaz. Why is he batting so low? Strike rate of 100. Oh, misfield, a rare misfield. Junaid Khan messing it up a bit.
We've seen most sides do this. A little bit of a misfield, but they go hard in the first 10, 11, and they've done well, 87 for 4. Hoga South Pakistan is initiative for healthier and happier Pakistan.
Wide of the stumps and just trying to change the angle of the where he's delivering the ball from.
Yes, lads, we just need one of these sides to actually finish on high. The last 8 overs go for 80.
Haven't seen it yet, have we? We've seen a lot of guys get 40s. Few have got to 50. No one's got the 80. Certainly haven't seen 100 just yet. Just wonder whether the batsmen are getting there with these pitch conditions. Are they learning the areas? Mind you, that's controlled by the quality of the bowling as well. But yeah, it's been interesting. I honestly felt there were going to be some higher scores than we've seen so far. And then in run chases, to think 121 wasn't chased down by Lahore last night.
And because of high fielding standards, the batsmen have not been given extra lives. That's the other thing. The ground fielding has been special and catching has been awesome. 89 for 4.
Yeah, it's such a good point, isn't it? You give half a mistake, a catching opportunity, a run-out opportunity. When the fielding side's on, you're back in the pavilion. And so that high standard of fielding, and we see that in the graphics with all the T20 competitions around the world, that at the moment the catch percentage is the highest on that graphic. Summing all that up, 90%.
Sarfraz Ahmed, they're batting number 4, which is a good move. He's a collector wise, being the captain situations with his Irfan is coming on to bowl. None for 24. Oh, wanted to hit it big down the ground. Didn't catch it in the middle of the bat this time. They do not take a risky second.
And it's back to normal Sharjah conditions. That's another opener with our fellow commentator. But it's back to the heat, it's back to the sunshine, and that dries out the pitch quicker, and also it's more a comfort zone for the groundsman to actually prepare the pitch in.
Yeah, the pitch here, it's glass-like, isn't it? But it's played a little slow at times, and we saw a bit of turn yesterday. Narayan was brilliant. He got real fizz. And it's an interesting strip because you see grass around on the square, the two pitches to the top of what we're playing on today, and there is grass there, but obviously in the preparation that just gets taken away. Been there 40 years. The groundsman, curator.
Yeah, when we first saw him here in Sharjah, he had a good mop of hair. That's a nice cut shot. Will it be stopped? Yeah, that's a good return back to Sangakkara. Imran Tahir there, very quick across the ground. Just a little different perspective to running between the wickets. Edge caught behind, gone, extra bit of bounce working for Mohammad Irfan, and Sangakkara is having a pretty decent time behind the stumps.
Well, we're hitting that phase where wickets start to fall. It normally happens around 12 to 16 overs, where setting the big total can really stall. That's a big one, and a good bowling change. The big fella finally gets a wicket through that extra bounce. Sangakkara, he's got the catch, he's got the stumping earlier. 15 he's gone for. It's 92 for 5.
Mohammad Nawaz, 23 years of age. A good, decent numbers. Let's see how he crafts a knock here. Got to get going straight away. Oh, that's a difficult ball to hit for a newcomer. Extra bit of lift from Mohammad Irfan, and as was the case on this occasion. Almost a cross-seam delivery that took off.
Yeah, we see the bowlers use that cross-seam a lot, and these sort of pitches, hits the seam, it can stand up, slow up, it hits the leather, skid through, but really kicked, didn't it? Added bounce.
I like the way he followed the batsman also, didn't give him any room. Yeah. A good spell of bowling from Irfan. He finishes his 4, 1 for 27, 92 for 5.
92 for 5 after 13 overs. Quetta Gladiators.
.92 for 5, and we have the Go Lutlo timeout. Here we go then. He's very keen to hit that line, that middle and leg stump angle to Sarfraz. He likes to hit the ball square, and so that's a good ploy to have and to implement.
Multan have had this strategy of bowling Mohammad Irfan out fairly quickly, and it's worked. He's got those wickets with his bounce, but the latest he's finished his four overs in this PSL is by the 14th over. So they've played to his strengths of just bowling back of the length with the newish ball, and then not bowl at the death.
Just wondering why, because if they allow him to bowl those Yorkers, I think it would be a very, very good proposition. There's this length bowling, yeah, I mean, at times it'll work, at times it may backfire, but ask him to bowl that Yorker from that height. It can have an effect on the batsman, especially who are looking to hit him hard.
Yeah, I hear you. I think that's correct, but just the think tank, just Wasim Akram feels that he's at his best where he's banging it in short of a length, and he just wants him to do that throughout his 4 overs. You're absolutely correct. He has a brilliant Yorker.
Tell you what, Ramesh, this run rate's come in. It was 7.5, it's under 7s now. 10 runs and over from here is 158, so it's just getting harder and harder to get anywhere near that 160. We're starting to get into the frame that we're used to. Around 140, 150.
I think there's been a real issue with the middle overs and middle order not clicking, because they just do not have enough fuel in the tank to go hard in the last 5 or 7 overs. with wickets in hand. That scenario has not developed for most of the sides so far in this year's HBL PSL. They lose wickets either in the first block of 6 or in the middle, and so there's a dry run and a dry spell that starts from, say, over number 14 to 20. So they haven't really played the last bit of power play that well. Right now, they just, I think, more consumed in not losing a wicket. That can't be right, because we just 6 overs away from end of the game, 97 for 5.
Oh, they're beautiful. They really do set you off, Rameez.
Well, that's my wife's glasses, by the way.
Yeah, well, yes, I thought so. I said that earlier.
Yeah, I am very bad at losing specs. I've already lost about 2 or 3. So I played safe. That's only cost me £1.
Oh, well, I like
GBP.
I like them, mate. They suit you.
All right, okay. You
They
want them?
suit
You can have them.
Bring out a certain side of you.
Sohail Tanveer is a specialist when it comes to bowling at the death. You'll see a lot of variations. You'll not see a lot of seam-up deliveries from Sohail Tanveer. You see a wider Yorker, a slower bouncer. He mixes them up very, very nicely.
Well, he got away with that first ball. That's the one that can be pulled for 4. Look at this. It's short, sits up. Just doesn't time it. It was there. That's the one. You find the boundary rope, and that probably comes down to the batting attitude, how you're thinking it in the middle. You miss those. There's your 4 ball.
But Tanveer's probably played a lot against Sarfraz as well. He knows him inside out. He's not a great player of the pull shot. He's more through the offside point area.
Oh, it's a no ball. Overstepping and brings up the 100. And maybe a big shot coming up as well. It's just not done these days. How far was he over? Oh yes, clearly over the line.
Can be so costly. It can change your flow too. I think if a batsman just needs a reason to spring into action, you know, Ahmed now just knows he can launch, gets it away. There's that commitment to the big shot, and maybe he can keep going with it.
That's a good delivery, fuller length, wide outside the off stump. He'll be cursing himself because it was in his zone. He likes that square drive. It's an opportunity.
Sohail Tanveer did well to keep it away from his pads though. We've seen him sweep the fast bowlers a lot, like Moin Khan in his heyday. Likes that deep square leg region or fine leg region, just waltzing across and sweeping.
Just not been able to time the ball. I think that's the frustrating bit about this pitch. Because it is glossy. It appears as if the ball will come on to bat, and somehow when you vary the pace, you struggle to hit the ball crisply.
Yeah, and that's the message that we need to keep understanding. There's no batsman really being able to fire and get the big score, so it's obviously the pitch is really hard and slows up, and you can't use that pace you think's there.
It's a miss hit. This should be taken. Pollard is a brilliant fielder, easily taken. Yeah, once again a miscue and mistimed shot. This time it was Mohammad Nawaz possibly befuddling him with a slow delivery. So things working for Multan Sultans.
Yeah, change of pace. Another one of those slow ones that Sohail Tanvir possesses, and no timing on that, just hit it up in the air, and Pollard's never going to drop that. Another wicket down, so the wickets start tumbling. Middle overs, it's gone for 3, 101 for 6.
The minaret of the mosque, Hoga Saf, Pakistan. And so it's an initiative for a healthier and happier and greener Pakistan. Is this another wicket? This is going to be out as well. Yes, the catching has been good.
Yeah, the stroke play is not good though, and these wickets, they cost the big innings. And it is all getting a little easier for the run chase. Multan Sultans, they've elected to field, and it's now happening for them. That was a sitter. There's a bit of a sun issue. He's got the shades on. But the wickets, they're losing too many too quickly in the dying overs. And it's all out for 30, Sarfraz Ahmed, and 101 for 7.
Right, it's not working for Gladiators, and Sohail Tanvir is on a hat-trick. Junaid Khan is the other bowler who's picked up a hat-trick in this year's HBL PSL. That's well defended. Quetta Gladiators sliding quite fast. 101 for the loss of 7 after 15.
.101 for 7 from 15. Run rate is fractionally under 7s. And Imran Tahir, he's bowled a couple of overs. Suiting him, these conditions, no doubt about it. Good stuff from Spidey. Oh, almost down the throat of Spidey. Wonderful hands out there. Maqsood getting rid of Sarfraz. And what was looking like 160 is looking a lot less now. Leg stump gets disturbed. 8th one down here.
Well, it's been a procession of Gladiators, and Multan are just tightening their grip on this match. Imran Tahir lures Hassan Khan down the pitch, beats him with flight, beats him with spin, and that's the end of it. It's a no ball check, and that's fine. Hassan Khan has gone for naught. He faced 2 deliveries. He's going to have to continue that walk. He's gone for naught. It's 102 for 8.
Trick here. Here's a wrong un, and there goes Imran Tahir. Oh, once again, this wonderful leg spinner is on a hat-trick in 2020 cricket.
If they had a wicket celebration sprint off, Imran Tahir would win the gold medal. Let's have a look at it again. The big Duke, John Hastings. Oh, that's the wrong one, big fella. And look at him go. Hey, have a look at me. I'm flying. Oh, no, he likes that one. But John Hastings out for a gold, and it's a hat-trick time, maybe. It's 102 for 9.
Chance for another one from Imran Tahir. He's got one in English T20 cricket, the domestic leagues a few years ago. Rahat Ali to face the music. Oh, there you go, baby! And let's get on the party scene again. He's got a hat-trick here. It's like he scored the winner in the World Cup final versus Brazil. Oh, they're loving it. On their feet. Brilliant.
Well, he's celebrating a hat-trick, but can you believe it's going to be reviewed? The front foot is fine. There is no problem with that. He was never going to overstep on a hat-trick ball, was he? It's this one right here. It's hit him bang in front. The bat came down as an afterthought. There's no contact with wood right there. It's hit him on the roll, and he's bang in front. I suppose you say he had to look at this, Flem.
Yeah, I believe I heard Rahat Ali's pads appeal for that one. When your pads appeal, you're pretty adjacent.
Aleem, you are on screen
Yeah,
now.
confirmation.
Stay with your original
It's the
decision.
third hat-trick in PSL history behind Junaid Khan and Mohammad Amir. So he's the first spinner. Couple of quicks. And a spinner now, courtesy of Imran Tahir. Wonderful stuff.
In just 15.4 overs, Multan Sultans have done a demolition job here on Quetta Gladiators, and Imran Tahir 3 for 19, a hat-trick, and Quetta finish 102 all out in 15.4.
Yeah, coaching staff, owners, fans are celebrating here big time at Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. loving it here. I think we're going to catch up with Imran Tahir very.
I think picked up a hat-trick against Pakistan in one of the T20 internationals. So what to expect now from the fielding side? What tactics then, boys?
Well, they're going to struggle, aren't they? I mean, there should not be a struggle in 103 for victory, given that you know you don't have to take on too much. At the same time, I wonder, Brendan McCullum, in going the go slow and just getting over the line at the end and doing something different, which I admired and I thought that needed to be done. Whether he rues the fact he just didn't try and pick it up for 2 overs and just break the back of it a little bit more. So it's a case of Sangakkara just batting normally. He plays good cricket shots. He'll get off to a clip. This the first 6 overs were through the line, over the top, through the gap, and 40 plus in the first 6. 1, maximum 2 wickets, and they're well on track.
I also wonder whether Moody and Akram, in terms of Multan, saying, hey, I think we've got to be prepared to be positive here because we don't want to get bogged down, and it slides on the best at this time. Here's an outside edge. It'll race away for 4, fortuitous for Sangakkara, but it shows you it slides on with pace, particularly inside the power play. Make the most of it.
Yeah, outside edge. If you remember, he got caught first slip the last innings he played in the HBL PSL, and that's a little bit thicker. And there was a second slip drop prior to that. So only the, well, and now there's the second slip in play now. So let's have a reminder. Here it is. Now there's 2 slips.
Down the leg side, they can't be untidy. Only a small little sprint here to the victory stand. It's a wide down the leg side. You've got to be as disciplined as possible. Now, what are the bowling options here for Quetta? There's Rahat Ali, Hastings, Nawaz, Hassan Ali, Watson, Hassan Khan, in fact, and Anwar Ali. So they've got a lot of medium paces, only a regular spinner in Nawaz, and in fact, Hassan Ali also bowls. But they need to get their spinners on as quickly as possible. Just maybe get a slip in, a short leg, do something different here. Oh, would have been a great goalkeeper's catch.
So close. Yeah, Riley Rousseau grimacing there. But on another night, they stick.
Yeah, it's just a little bit away. Any closer would have been taken, because that's what we're seeing, isn't it? Every game we're seeing those being taken. So they're still going to go with the 2 slips. You go for the wickets, don't you? When you've got no major target, you haven't put the big score on the ball, you've got to take wickets.
Yeah, gets it wrong once again. I think that was the attempted in-swinger from Rahat Ali. He's got to aim then properly. He's missing the target now. He's been wided twice.
Bit of a catch-22, isn't it? You put that a real aggressive field in play. You've got fielders swallowed up in the slips. You've got more gaps now in the outfield. You're going positive, and it probably does say to you, if you're batting, go a little harder earlier because there's more gaps.
Yeah, I think he probably was looking to go hard and then decided not to really play at that line.
What a shame. Give it a larrup. Shazad. Yeah, practices a strike now, but he's so good at through there on the up.
Yeah, leading run scorer. He's a terrific player. I like the way he goes about his business. He's always in the game. Technically very sound.
That's well played. That was the attempted in-swinger. I think from bowling point of view, you can get a bit anxious because you want wickets, so you're trying too many things too soon. So I can understand a couple of wides from Rahat Ali because he's looked for that in-swinging delivery to get the batsman wrapped in front of the stumps. outbid him this time. One keeping just a wee bit low. It's 11 without a wicket.
Yeah, the odd ball does something unusual. You'd think there'd be a real consistency with this pitch, the way it's prepared. It's so flat, it's so hard. One just scoots low.
Sangakkara Shahzad, the opening pair for Multan Sultans. Shane Watson is running in. Starts with a real wide delivery, a real soft ball to open up his bowling stint.
They've started like this quite regularly, Quetta, in terms of having Watson to Rahat Ali. Probably just in terms of going with Nawaz. I think you're right, Rambo. I would have gone with perhaps a bit of pace swing and spin, given that they've got to be adventurous and try some new stuff.
Yeah, that's good running between the wickets.
It's a great place to see the cricket if you can get in there. It's the Royal Box. Oh, the Silver Fox. There he is.
Did he have a pass for that
I'm
lounge?
not sure he did. Look at him. The
Just
old
gate crashed.
meat pies have gone. He's got the binoculars out.
The Doyen.
He gets a mufta dinner and lunch in there as well.
He's eaten it all.
Oh, another half chance. Great attempt. It's the same fielder, Riley Russo.
Yeah, teasing him at the moment. You hit in the air, you may just knock it too close to these guys. I actually think he got there, but just a bit late. It was a really tough one, instinct. He had to go straight away, and he's being teased. But 17 no loss, 1.2 overs. It's a big start here to the Sultans.
This medium pace stuff is not going to worry Multan Sultans because the ball is not moving a lot. It's a matter of containing yourself as a batsman in the first 4 or 5 overs, and then you can have an easy ride. But the start is a good one. Very good, or much better against spin compared to pace. That's the case with a few other openers. It should be the other way around. The openers need to be more potent force against pace. The correct defensive shot.
Those good areas, doesn't he? Got a little bit of swing yesterday, Shane Watson. We'll keep looking for that. Made it very difficult for the batsman to feel confident hitting through the line. But Watson starts nicely with the new ball. He's staying with a slip there. The boxes. A lot of the owners. Saw Tom Moody's wife, Helen, sitting in front of us yesterday. That's where that seating is, in front of the commentary box. Mrs. Akram, Aussie's wife, was there as well.
Easy going. Sangakkara is not interested. The end of the over as well. 17 without a wicket.
After 2 overs, Multan Sultans.
There is Big Al there, and he's got the binoculars out. I wonder what he's looking at. Oh, of course he is. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the first time Rahat Ali has bowled on the pads. Let's get back to this game, boys. Sangakkara there, clip on the pads. What a shot. Easily done.
Talk about pretty. Sangakkara. What a joy to behold, that little flick, and watch and look at that all day.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, wasn't it?
I'm lost for words.
Well, it was the timing, though. It
All
was
right,
the
okay.
timing of it all, just the way those hands got through.
Here's the James Bond of HBL PSL.
The thing about...
He's on a mission.
Well, he's either looking at mid-on. Oh, there you go. See, now he's got the angle of the cricket.
For a change.
He's going to have RSI in the elbow. They keep coming up with the eyes so often. He's right in front of us here. Big Al.
Some of his best. Alan Wissell and Wilkins.
Yeah, still working hard, Kumar Sangakkara. Whenever there's an opportunity for rotation of strike, he'll take it. Head and shoulder stuff. I saw a fly come out of his cap. Pepsi catcher Karol, boys, be ready. These guys are looking menacing.
Well over 100 sixes now. There's plenty of opportunity. There's some bigger ones where you can't get hold of them, obviously, and those that just go over the road, but plenty going to the stands. Even that ball, it's kids low. So if you instinctively see it short, get into that pull position, which is you want instinct when you play that shot, and it drives low, you're in trouble. So it's just that. The genuine pull has to be just a bit shorter than that.
That's into the gap for a run. He's coming back for the second. No, not really. Would have been a difficult second run to steal. 23 without a wicket.
Yeah, good attacking fielding. Bounce throw. Good call. Just in the nick of time from Shazad to Sangakkara.
After 3 overs, Multan Sultans.
Oh, they're all here from everywhere. Tanzania, in fact. Stuff, young man.
Yeah, from Africa. A couple of guys have traveled from Africa to be part of the HBL PSL. Good going, lads. Right, bit of left arm spin in the shape of Mohammad Nawaz. Bit of flight. He's looking for some spin there. Some purchase.
Well, we've seen leg spinner get a hat trick. What's spin going to do here? No worries, it doesn't give much away. All slowed down, can be really difficult on this pitch.
I saw that from Fakhri Alam. He was surprise package from Brendan McCullum here last night. And that hang time, provided you get it right, like the popcorn, getting the timing right, put it out of the old oven. But here with Nawaz, you can get that pace right and a little bit of loop will go off the straight and grip a little.
Look, some popcorn. How do we get some popcorn in here?
Ask Uncle Alan down there.
He's got the binoculars on.
Uncle Alan? Hello, Uncle.
It's those photos. You get a photo and go, Uncle, please, photo. I want to. I go, Uncle Alan, get the popcorn.
Well, it's nicely played. Sangakkara in control, isn't he? He's 11 off 9, just punches that down the ground, doing what he has to do. Now, they need 78 off 98 balls and haven't lost a wicket.
Oh, Yaps is at it. Well resourced. Yeah, you've got to block the singles because they're not going to hit you hard. You've got to pick wickets. So in order to get wickets, you've got to set an aggressive field. So look at the pair, what they're trying to do here. Just a basic rotation of strike at this stage. So you've got to block that rotation of strike. Hoga Saf, Pakistan. A good shout out. 26 without a wicket down.
Double O, behave. Wilkins keeping an eye out on things. I think he's trying to hunt that popcorn, hopefully.
I think it's more 007 bombed.
Isn't that a lovely picture? The woodpecker there, pecking away.
Wow. Wildlife everywhere.
Looking for supper, is he? Yeah. That's a good pull shot. Good roll of the wrist, playing it down. We've seen a lot of pull shots clearing the field, but that was different.
Yeah, it was good control, and that's that shorter length. You can get yourself into a better position. It's the Multan bench there. Gets himself into a good position, and with the left arm, you've got to be careful it doesn't get wide of off stump. It's just harder to drag it across, and that's when you're late on it, and you can sort of scoop it up. But it was a little bit straighter.
That's a very, very good shot from Kumar Sangakkara. I think he's played the field. He knew exactly where to place it, didn't hit it hard. So many good things about that back foot drive.
Yeah, no risks being taken as well either. I mean, obviously, Quetta need wickets, but there's an opening stand. It's now flourishing. It's worth 31, but no major risks. Another over after this with the field restrictions.
Again, that just illustrates, so it wasn't the worst delivery. Just had a little bit of shape, but he hits through the line. Makes it look so easy. And again there, it's so Sangakkara. Up against the left arm quick, he just leans on pace and guides it, manipulates where he wants to, in the covers or behind point.
And just look at the bat, okay? So we're talking about whether there's a vertical, horizontal bat. It's vertical the whole way. You're just in there and then you're working with the ball.
Good control for Kumar Sangakkara. The required rate is 4.63. Once again on the pads. Nicely handled. Just a flick of the wrist, nothing more than that. Watch the game exclusively live for international viewers, cricketgateway.com. If you want to attack Kumar Sangakkara, I think a slip or a gully could be a good fielder. That may just force him to think differently. A lot of his runs have come square through the offside. Yeah, he likes that little dab. It's fielded this time. At point, it's 33 without a wicket.
Multan Sultans ने 70 रन from 90 balls. Quetta के fans कहाँ पे हैं? मुल्तान के fans.
Well, it's a very good start this by Multan Sultans. 33 without loss from 5. Mohammad Nawaz has had a very good PSL. And I suppose it's that time, just gone Hoppers 5, 25 to 6 here locally, where the shadows come across the ground. What a difference in 24 hours. What we had yesterday was just dull, overcast and drizzly rain. It was pretty grim. How do they get a wicket here? How did Quetta get a wicket here? With these two looking sound, do not need to take any chances whatsoever.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Kumar Sangakkara, there's no more experienced batsman in the world. She's had batting comfortably as well. So he advances and hits it over point for 4. Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, not a lot of spin. So he could just hit through it, although he wasn't as close to it as he wanted. So had to open the face and it's gone over point to the fence. But the wickets just slightly got better.
3 4s now for Shahzad. Well, the asking rate was only 5.15. They're going along easily, comfortably at 6.5, which has reduced this required rate to 4.6, and they've got all 10 wickets in hand. But we've seen some strange things happening in the PSL. Wickets falling, collapses. I guess that collapse column, you can tick that a few times in the Qalandars field. Think Brendan McCullum slept last night, Flem?
He did actually send out a tweet just saying, you know, how unfortunate the result was for the Qalandars, but what a fantastic match it was. Very positive guy, Brendan McCullum.
Power play's done, 6 overs gone, Multan 37 without loss. Now Shazad on strike. Flem, you've seen John Hastings bowl over the years. I wonder if he would know that against the short ball, Ahmed Shazad in the PSL has been dismissed 10 times and his average has only been 15. He's a little vulnerable to the short ball because he goes after it.
I wouldn't be pitching in his half. I'll be bowling a lot of bounces. Let's just go upstairs to the attic and see those 10 times he's fallen short. Oh, that's in the slot, only be a single. As soon as there's a bit of width, isn't there? You just feel like it's going to be a boundary. But John Hastings, you'd imagine they would have done their research, wouldn't you, Wilco? That they'd know the trends of dismissals of the opposition team.
Well, you can find us on Facebook, youtube.com, Pakistan Super League official. Wasim Akram's Twitter account. Tom Moody's on there as well. Got a few million between them. This is the aspect of play, Baz, that I love about Kumar Sangakkara. Ball off the face of the bat and immediately he's gone for a single. Just keeps that scoreboard ticking over.
Yeah, and you just feel that if they don't get a wicket right here or go bang bang right here, the game's gonna go. And I think the man we need to ask how to get wickets in Sharjah is Flem, because he's got 15 here at an average of 18. How do you do it?
It's not easy.
Talk us through it, Flem.
Have we got a ball? We've got a ball. So basically,
We need a ball.
bowling to Sachin Tendulkar and Rahul Dravid here, I'd basically just run in with my eyes closed and just release, and it worked.
That's really good, Flem.
Now you got to bowl
Yeah.
stump to stump, and you got to change it up as much as possible. And that's very flat pitch. You can't give any width whatsoever, and the bouncer is a weapon. I reckon if you're bringing the batsman forward, the odd short ball, which is it's been productive, hasn't it, in the Pakistan Super League 3?
Fielded.
The run out is a big weapon right now, because it just looks as if the only way they can get a wicket.
And the other thing is too, pressure from both ends, isn't it? Bowling pressure from both ends, a lot of dot balls, force a big shot. When you get a wicket, the man coming in is under pressure.
Great stop this by Riley Rousseau, and he's going to have a little battle scar there. He scraped his forearm on that pitch. It's not well controlled, but controlled enough for 4. A little pirouette from Sangakkara, and it gets him 4. 7 gone, 45 for no wicket.
कौन है मुल्तानी शेर?
Right, here we go. Who's on it? Who's doing the run? Got a great stride, that is. What's the matter with the car? Come on, Uber. Get the train next time. He's still going.
You'll have to book him next time, Wilco. Get out there nice and quick.
The thing with Multan is that although their first PSL, they've gone for experience. They've got Kumar Sangakkara, they've got Shoaib Malik, they've got Wasim Akram, and although I don't like this, I don't like sort of saying the Aussies are good, but they've got Tom Moody, who's won IPL, who's won BPL. So the experience of winning trophies and the experience of playing T20 cricket is there. Yeah, that's the man, he's got them all.
But you know, Baz, I'm going to say this. Yes, he's Australian, but he's become more than that now. He's global. He's a global brand now, Tom Moody.
Is English as well?
Yeah, well, his wife is. So, yeah.
No, he's Australian, Wilco.
Yeah.
Don't try and promote it that much. He's a dinky die Aussie. He's a tall Aussie. Good man. But you're right, though, Wilco. He's had such experience around the world. A lot of success, too.
Tell you what, though, Flem, the point he made in an interview with Slats, is it yesterday during the rain, that he just says it's the cultures, the different cultures in the dressing room. With Wasim Akram, he said that that for him is the great challenge of coaching. He loves it, and he's with Sunrisers Hyderabad. He's with the the Raiders, Rangpur Riders, and they won that in Bangladesh. He is a global brand, and he's an Aussie.
Yeah, Michael Slater, in depth, wasn't it, with Tom Moody? Hopefully we'll see a fair few more of those. Slatsy just doesn't let him get out of him. He asks the hard questions. He takes him down avenues, the avenue of apprehension with Michael Slater. It's 49 for no loss.
Multan Sultans ने 54 रन from 72 balls. कौन जीतेगा? कोयटा जीतेगा? मुल्तान जीतेगा?
8 overs gone, and Multan 49 for no wicket. Well, there's not been any problem here for Sangakkara or Shahzad. Hassan Khan, the left arm spinner.
Oh yeah, he's very promising. Smart cricketer. Just seeing though, there's not too much. He's going to have to take that off as well. Sleeve. HBL box. It's rocking. And stole of haircut there too. Not as much turn as yesterday afternoon, wasn't there? The pitch just got a little bit damp with the rain.
Yeah, even in the second innings, it died down. Just the moisture taken out of it, and it suddenly gets better. And today it's been good, 50 without loss.
So the partnership 50 from 51 balls. There hasn't been a chance that I can recall.
Yeah.
Shahzad, now full of confidence, just comes down the pitch easily enough.
I like these binoculars. Why do you use them? I can't see anything. Just can't see anything.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, Wilco.
Well, I actually thought that those were Ramiz's glasses. And I needed a closer look.
That's what you were looking at.
Absolutely right.
I reckon 30 minutes you should have been able to work it out, Wilco. I'm going to call it early. That's not out.
Well, nothing has gone much the way of Sarfraz Ahmed. Kumar Sangakkara, this fabulous cricketer over the years for Sri Lanka and all the teams he's played for. Test average of 57. And he flicks it round the corner easily enough. Rousseau's not going to catch that. There were 4 off the last ball, 8 from the over, 9 gone, 57 without loss. Partnership now with 58 in 55, and nothing has troubled them. Nothing seems to trouble Sangakkara much these days. He was player of the tournament in the recent Hong Kong T20 Blitz. Every time he went in, he got 70 or 90. Don't think, yes, he did get an 80 as well.
By that theory, you should maybe retire and your batting come along better.
Well, I think Sanger has actually said he's not going to play too much cricket after this, Sanger, but who knows? I mean, he runs around like a spring chicken.
Yeah, sometimes really helps. You were talking about Shane Watson, Flem, that he helped with his bowling, but Sangakkara after retirement has been brilliant. County cricket was exceptional, and now 158 runs, most runs for Multan Sultans.
Yeah, certainly so. Might just clear the mind. Just playing one format may help as well. Just wonder with these covers, they've just been a bit straighter. Just force them to hit a little bit squarer.
So 4 singles here, and that's the great quality of Sangakkara. Just nudges the ball around. It must be so frustrating for bowlers. You know how good he is. Anyway, he can punish you with boundaries, but he just gets singles. He keeps that scoreboard ticking over all the time, and so too is Shahzad. How about that think tank right there? Akram and Moody.
Good coaching staff. A lot of experience, level-headed ex-players.
Ten overs gone, halfway stage, 63 without loss.
The run chase continues, and they're not far away. It's only 39 runs now, 59 balls. As soon as you start a run chase knowing you need less than a run a ball, it's pressure off from a mindset. You've got to get off to a start though, don't you? Certainly done that. It's bleeding singles everywhere.
They need to pick up at least 2-3 wickets. Just feel happy about this contest. Nothing has worked for Sarfraz. None with the bat, and so they're struggling with the ball as well. Something to happen just to lift them a bit.
Going to help Multan's net run rate as well, isn't it? Sometimes just getting first or second or into the 4 can just get down to the net run rate if you're on the same wins.
Comes down, he hasn't got hold of it, and John Hastings will take a comfortable catch. So haven't really tried to force the pace too much, and he fries in the deep.
Yeah, so at long last, some success. He's the current under-19 captain, Hassan Khan, sorry, and a very good catch, easy catch. bucket-like hands taking care of Ahmed Shahzad's miscue. 27 from 35 is playing okay. He ventured playing that big shot. 66 for 1.
Show about there now, and there's a further 37 runs required. It's been big effort by Multan today. The wickets just kept tumbling. It's incredible how quickly the innings faltered for Quetta, and there's the hero. He got a hat trick to finish it off, and that one is played beautifully into the gap, and it's 4.
He's got a fair bit of potential. I've been harping on the fact that he can do some magical stuff with the bat. Yeah, where did it hit the bat? Just the bat sort of twirling in his hand. That allowed that miscue. Yeah, I'd be frustrated because he's batting quite sensibly. Shoaib Maqsood has got talent. He needs to convert that talent into runs and stats. 71 for 1.
Brilliant effort. What a celebration that he's got. He just goes crazy when he gets a wicket. And to get 3 in a row, imagine how crazy he's gone if you didn't see it. Only made 102, Quetta, and never going to be enough. 30 to Sarfraz. Watson was getting himself going and then holed out in the deep. So there's the man of the moment, and let's have a look. These are the wickets. There's the celebration, and you can't help get pumped up when you watch him. True spirit and love of the trade, leg spin bowling. And back live. Nicely worked to the onside.
We know what a great opening batsman you were, Michael, but imagine if you were a bowler. I know you flirted with some leg spinners early in your career. If you got wickets, I reckon your celebration would have been similar to Imran Tahir's, a bubbly type of cricketer.
Yeah, damn right. Under 16s, I was going crazy. I bowled seamer. I did get 1 test wicket, and you know it. And it was a big Dennis Lilly celebration.
Name who you got out. Who was the Pakistan batsman you dismissed?
He was here yesterday.
The tail ender.
He was an incredible player. Very handy with the blade. He did bat 11 this day.
He averaged 10 with the bat in Test match cricket.
Royal Pindi, Waqar Yunus. LBW. And he got the applause he deserved. So appreciative of the support he gets.
Unlike Waqar, who didn't get applause, who was stated later as saying that was the low light of his Test match career.
And the highlight of mine. Bad luck, mate.
And he had about 12 cricket bats in his box, in his, yeah, I mean, he absolutely,
Yeah.
he wanted new cricket bats all the time.
Yeah, but you only carry that many if you're a genuine good batsman.
Yeah.
But Slutsy, Shane Warne used to have a lot of bats as well, didn't he? Warne used to take a lot.
Yeah, and he always took the wrong one out to the middle. That was the crazy thing, wasn't it? He always picked the wrong one. Yeah, it's changed though now. Like, remember going away for, say, a 3-month tour, I'd carry 3 bats, maybe 2 bats, and I'd back the supply to be able to get me a bat if I broke one. I'd always carry 2, maybe 3 towards the end. These guys carry 7, 6 or 7. They obviously don't have to carry their own kits. The weight in those, but they just do, don't they? I think maybe something to do with the softer wood, and they do break a lot more. I'm not sure.
I used to just take an unstickered bat and hoping for a local bat manufacturer, Michael.
Did you have any success? To find a sponsor or a
Malik in
manufacturer?
Pakistan.
Yeah, might be.
And Glenn,
Boom.
75 for 1.
Multan Sultans. Quetta Gladiators.
it's under 30 now. And Sangakkara guiding. There we go. They're all out of one kit bag. Sangha. So he's got one out there. He's got 4 waiting. So that's 5, and he's probably got a couple of spares in the kit.
I mean, they're broad, they're quite meaty, but they're very light to pick.
Yeah, they're genuine. Yeah, the size change in bats, and it's been around for a number of years now. It's all to do with lightening the English willow. If it's made out of English willow, there's Kashmir as well, but it is about lightening it, and then you can get more wood in it, and it picks up, say, 2.8, 2.9. The wood was more compressed and heavier and not as dry. I think in yesteryear they may have lasted a little bit longer, but they are just incredibly big, and the profile's changed. The edges are a lot bigger than they used to be, but there's now a gauge. From August last year, there is a bat gauge, so there is a restriction on how big they can be. He's come down and he has got hold of it. Superb player, isn't he? Sangakkara, 44 now.
His focus is incredible. He just doesn't want to get out. Even in a situation like this, he's working hard, making sure that he stays till the end, get a not out. Just wants to bat and bat and bat. And what a good shot this is. Just covering the line a little bit away towards the offside and then adjust it so that the bat could come through. Yeah, big bottom-handed 6.
No, he didn't mind the width. It just allowed him to get a better backswing at the ball. Sarfraz, he's frustrated. He knows they don't have enough runs on the board.
Yeah, he's hard to get out, isn't he? It's like trying to get Damien Fleming out of his hotel room. Just doesn't come out. 84 for 1.
I'll come. Bit harsh that, Michael.
84 for 1 after 13 overs. Multan Sultans. मुल्तान के शेर यहाँ पे हैं। Quetta Gladiators.
There again, just good control, and he can play like that. He skips down, gets a length, bangs a 6, and he's just working it into the gaps. 18 runs required, Flem, 41 balls.
Important knock for Soab as well. He's been battling 10 innings in the PSL, 140 runs at an average of 15. So if he can finish with a little 15, 20 not out, it'll do him a lot of confidence. Batting out there with Kumar. Good bowling that. Just squaring up a little bit there, Anwar. I'd love to just pick up a couple of wickets. This has been a fantastic performance from Multan. They went on top early. 4 for 92. Quetta were all knocked over for the 102. So they need 17 runs to win now, 39 balls.
Stumped that, and that will take some fielding, but good slide. Takes no time to get out to these boundary riders, short boundaries, but it was hit very, very swiftly. 47 now. Is he another one to get to 50? Bit of work for Quetta to do now, Flem. They've lost a couple now. They've sort of lost that initial role that they had. They started a very powerful side, different looking side without Kevin Peterson. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Kumar's smiling though. He's in the runs, leading run scorer. Just showing what a smart cricketer he is. He hits the gaps when he needs to. He uses his feet to the spin and hits it straight down the ground for 6. So pace 8.2, spin 6.8 run rate. It's still pretty handy. Pace is exceptional.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? There's not a great differential between both of them. Yeah, that's the end of the 14th. And he's everywhere. Danny Morrison, 88 for 1. We've got some selfies flashing up on the screen here. That's for the whole ground to see. Otherwise everyone at home, but we've got the camera on it. And, a good aspect of the ground as you come back on Spider Cam. Packed house last night. Not as many here today.
They'd be very happy with their work. Irfan and Imran Tahir, wickets and good economy rate as well. Had a fine bowling lineup actually. Multan Sultans, they've got the 3 left arm quicks and Tahir with his leg spinners. Oh, a bit of width. Didn't get in the middle of the bat. Oh, a good little plug. Bit like your 50 degree the other day, Mick, on the golf course.
Off the rocks, that's right. Didn't quite time it, but not a bad result, just over the infield. He very much summed up where the field was, and the toe end of that shot still allowed it to drift over. And 13 runs required, the owner of Multan Sultans. We just saw him there, and he's pretty happy. Pretty happy with how things are going, and even happier as it is under 10 now required.
Saab will get a lot of confidence out of that one. He hasn't got too many in the middle of the bat. Cross seam from Hastings, but it's the width that was there to put away. And He's hit it very well. Just missing the man at point, picking up a boundary. The coaches like it.
Yeah, great stabiliser today for Multan. They lost their last one. They had the washout yesterday. They're back in business. He's sent back. He's turned slowly. He turned slowly, and Sangakkara even now saying, stay down that end. So he wanted it. He thought he'd got the soft hands in play. He was off straight away, and it was a bad call. There's no surprise Sangakkara wasn't interested. Or so thought he'd had his man.
Run out wouldn't be ideal at this stage. What about a direct hit? Let's have a look at the slow-mo. Yeah, he would have been safe.
Hits him well, doesn't he, when he gets going? He's starting to get them out of the middle. It's an important little innings. 17 from 14. After this month, we've got a beauty tonight. Showers Almi and Lahore. They're back in business, as in playing again tonight. They need some winning business, but they have an opportunity to come back out the night after being so upset at losing. There's no way they should have lost that, and they want to turn things around. Last night was so crucial for them to get something, get in that winning column. It didn't quite happen, but it can start tonight.
It was amazing, wasn't it? Super over, so close to that win. Andre Russell, that was his Roy Hobbs from the Natural movie moment, hitting a 6 off the last ball to win the game.
That'll be 7 runs to win, 96 for 1, and that's the completion of 15 overs. And we're going to have a 3-minute
Strategic timeout. All over. Sangakkara is all over this again because he's looking for another half century. He's one away. Another little milestone. His T20 career. VIP section here. It's getting fuller all the time. Hello, Baz.
Quetta still waiting for that collapse, but it's not happening. Been a very comfortable game for Multan.
Half century for Kumar Sangakkara, and it's just been an object lesson in how to construct an innings, keep the scoreboard ticking over. It's his 42nd half century in 2020 cricket, and it's come at a strike rate of 116.
Yeah, he's got everything. He's got everything, the shots, the temperament. Needs a little bit of experience though, Sangakkara. Not played enough cricket, has he? 100 up, 3 needed.
On the charge and wanting to finish things off. Not far away now. Shom owners, the brothers, Marge, Multan Sultans. The air. Now scores a level. Ends the 16th, it's 102 for 1.
मुल्तानी शेर कहाँ पे है?
Sarfraz Ahmed having a little trundle, it looks like. See if he is going to have a bowl. The first time ever that Sarfraz is having a little bowl here. Gloves are off.
What chances of a hat-trick?
Thank you, Uncle Alan. There's one. That's the guy who gets hat-tricks, Alan.
He's got 2.
Just deal with the cake and the scones. Tea break.
Fielder coming in.
And game over. Wait, not quite. No, didn't run. Just watching. Just cheeky. Just making sure you're watching. Oh, still waiting.
Will he get a maiden over here? 3 dots. 2 owners, Nadeem Umar and Sean.
Oh, fetch that! It's out onto the road, buddy. It has gone miles. What a way to finish things off here in match 13. Maksud mooses this one onto the road.
Comprehensive victory for Multan Sultans. And half tracker dealt with by Maksud. Made sure that it went all the way onto the road and hit the car as well.
Partnership of 42. Sarfraz has to take his medicine. Tom Moody and Wasim Akram, this powerful partnership at the top of Multan Sultans, see their team winning here by 9 wickets against Quetta Gladiators.
Kumar Sangakkara, 51 in 0 from 44 deliveries. And some nice time in the middle for Shoaib Maksud. Comfortable victory for the Sultans. Shoaib Malik, he won the toss, decided to field first. Comfortable time for them in the field. Incredible. 5 wickets tumbling for 1 run there in that innings of Quetta to only get over 100, 102 in fact. All in all, very, very pleasant outing for Multan.
Multan took 16.4 overs and Quetta Gladiators were bowled out in 15.4 overs. I'm sure Sir Vivian Richards will have something to say to the team about their batting effort today. But you've got to hand it as well to Multan that this man, Imran Tahir, with his hat-trick, his second hat-trick in T20 cricket, he just absolutely loves bowling. Wasim Akram, mentor, man at the top, and the coach there, Tom Moody. Well, that'll be a very happy camp tonight. Who's your man of the match, Bazid Khan? Well, could be that man right there.
Yeah, hat-trick man should be the man of the match, but